This is something I've always wanted to do. I'm not much of a PC or console gamer. I used to be, but these days I just stick to mobile gaming, and why shouldn't I? There are so many nice games and some of them are fantastic. They're super addictive. So I decided to put together a list of 5 games that I've been playing way too much of late. My name is Ashwin Sundar. This is Technology Jock. Let's get started. Before we begin, a huge shout out to my friends over at corcare.com trying to get essential medical supplies to people who really need them. They've got everything from masks, shields, to contactless thermometers and full-fledged PPEs for complete protection. And they're selling these at very low profit margins. If you need some of these, or you know someone who needs some of these, just head over to the description and click the link. It's corcare.com. Even if you don't need anything, consider donating some medical kits to any hospital in your neighborhood if it's low on supplies. That's what I'm planning to do. And by the way, yes, this is a paid promotion, but I promise whatever I get out of this goes straight to charity. In fact, any promotion you see in my videos during this lockdown, I'm reserving all of those earnings for charity. Let's start with Tiger Ball. It's a simple yet very interesting one. Keeps you hooked for a very long time. The game follows basic physics, and of course as you keep progressing it gets more difficult. You get more balls moving along with the one that you swipe on, bouncing balls blocking the path, and more such obstacles. These hearts are extra lives, and the bombs can be used to skip levels. At the end of every 25 levels, the hearts and the bombs will be refilled to an extent. To what extent exactly? Well, let's say at level 25, your previous best was 4 hearts and 2 bombs. So every game you play after that, if you use them up at level 25, you'll get back those 4 hearts and 2 bombs. Or if you already have more than that, then you're setting a new best so that from the next game, you'll have even more hearts and bombs at level 25. And of course, with the stars that you earn, you can buy any of these things so you can have a better start. It's a great game. Your focus, control, patience, everything gets tested here. Okay, the next one is gonna bring back a lot of memories. This is not a single game, it's a group of 30 iconic games that Gameloft has released in the past 20 years. They've been put together in a single package, and it's perfectly named too, Gameloft Classics. Gameloft decided to do this to celebrate its 20th anniversary. I'm sure you remember some of these because a lot of these games were available on your traditional phones with keypads and stuff. So some of these games actually redefined mobile gaming at some point of time. We've got touch controls inside. Overall, it feels kind of like an emulator. It's just crazy going back to old school gaming. It's been super fun. Headball 2. This is my favorite of all. Let me clarify something. I have absolutely no idea about football. I have not even watched 5 full football matches in my entire life. So this game has nothing to do with your liking for the sport or your knowledge of the sport. What you really need is good reflex and presence of mind. There are superpowers you can use to your advantage. You can use a fireball or cripple your opponent with a bomb. There are so many other superpowers available in the menu. You can select a few to use in the match. They are hard to earn, so use them efficiently, only when you need them. The one thing I really hate about this game is it just tries to make money out of you all the time. Every time you open the game or return from a match to the home page, you get suggestions on what to buy and so on. And the game is also quite difficult. You need to have a strong character to be able to win games. So you might be fooled into thinking you need to spend money to build a good character. But trust me, it's not true. I haven't spent on anything so far. You just need to pay attention to events where you get rewards, and you've got daily rewards too, so make sure you play them. The game is also filled with tons of ads, but the game is so good, no amount of ads will take you away from it. Pro tip, do not use these diamonds frequently. Be very careful with how you spend them because you cannot earn them back easily. This is the one game that I'm most addicted to. In fact, the reason I started trying out other games is because of this. Characters run out of energy, or you'll run out of tickets to play. In those cases, you'll have to take a break for a couple of hours before being able to play again. So in the meantime, I discovered a couple of other cool games. One of them is Bike Unchained by Red Bull. We've seen a lot of mountain biking games in the past, but most of them weren't even 3D. This one's been made by Red Bull themselves, and it's probably the most premium mountain biking game I've ever played. Extremely good graphics, great gameplay. The controls are easy, you need to pay attention to the demo game at the start, but that doesn't mean the game itself is easy. At least for me, it's been quite difficult. After every game, you get rewards. Make sure you spend them right away to upgrade your bike with better frames, forks and whatnot, because every race is important. If you don't upgrade your bike on time, you'll lose the race by a very tiny margin. It all happens within milliseconds. By the way, you can also create a custom event and conduct races with your friends. That's a lot of fun. The last one is a bit different. It's more of a puzzle than anything else. Nobodies or No Bodies is a game where you need to cover up a murder. Hide dead bodies, erase all the evidence, don't get caught during and after the process. You gotta be very careful while doing it. Even a tiny mistake will lead to this. The first 2 or 3 levels are not that difficult, but after that it gets real. You really need to push your mind to finish every single level. This kinda reminds me of Solitaire, the card game. Typically you get stuck in between because there is one particular move that you're not seeing, and figuring that out, it feels like a breakthrough. Of course, if you cannot find something, you can always search for these levels on YouTube. There are walkthrough videos all over the place. But don't do it. Doing it yourself is definitely more fun, even if you spend a lot of time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very strange someone developed a game like this, and I'm also recommending it. But just think of it as a puzzle. It is a puzzle actually. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Links to these games can be found in the description, and let me know in the comment section which one is your favorite. Also subscribe and hit the bell icon. Share it with your friends and family. Stay home. Take care, play these games, and bye.